Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. All right. So we're going to continue to have some fun today on a Sunday, right? On a Sunday evening. All right, so I have my Pistelle X-68. And what we're going to do really quick here is we're going to give this a test with this new configuration, meaning I get the Home Defense 24 short ASA, tuning ASA, with the AliExpress expansion, what I'm calling expansion mod, right? And I think I did this test once before with the 14-inch barrel, okay? So right now I have it configured with my 7-inch barrel, okay, which is made up of a MCS stainless steel 4.5 barrel and a 2.5 stainless steel extension, okay? And these were both 685 barrels that I had honed out so that I could run 685 ammo through it if I wanted to. So they're a little, honed out a little bigger, closer to maybe a 686, I guess you would say. All right, I got the Reaper suppressor on it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew the Reaper suppressor, temporarily like. Okay, we're going to take that off and take the comp off, and we're going to actually add the additional stainless steel MCS extension here, which was also honed out. This is a 7.5 or 7.5 inch stainless steel extension. And we are going to, come on, play nice. You know what? I am right-handed, and I swear I can't do nothing with my left, it seems sometimes. There we go. When it comes to starting things, screwing things on, I gotta use my right. All right. Okay, so we got that on there. I don't know if I want to keep that O-ring on there, though. It's squishing out. Let me get rid of that O-ring. Squishing out, and then it's going to become a little tight when I go to slide that comp back over it. So let me take this little O-ring off here. There we go. We'll get that out of the way. Yeah, so I was having some problems with my cranny, and I think I discovered what it is. It looks like yours truly is shooting up his cranny again. I got a couple bent rods on it, so I tried to, so it probably wasn't lining up the LEDs right. So I think that's what the problem was on that last video where I had, let me make sure this is tight. Yeah, I think that was my problem. So I don't know if I fixed it or not. I tried to bend it back into shape a little bit. We'll see how that works. If it starts acting up again, I think what I'll do is probably I'll use the old trusty here, but given the length of this barrel setup, it's going to be a lot easier for me not to have to use the X-Radar. So hopefully the freestanding cranny is going to do the trick for me. Yeah, get with it there, Light. All right, so now we have our 14-inch barrel, right? We got 7 and 7, 7.5. It's basically called 14-inch. We're going to put our comp back on there. And we're gonna spin on our MCS Reaper suppressor. That does not suppress sound, but it does increase your feet per second. I've been averaging anywhere between 8 and 12 joules, depending on the setup. So it's worth putting it on, and it looks pretty cool. So, all right. So we have a 14-inch barrel, finished off with the Reaper suppressor. Okay, that's what she looks like. This ain't locked in there, but it'll be fine for this purpose. Normally, my Reaper is what locks this comp in. This way I can take it on and off easily without having to unscrew anything. But this will suffice for today. Everything's good and tight. Again, we get the Home Defense 24 short. We have the additional expansion. Okay, we're using a Solarfish green laser here. And I did replace my quick puncture with one of two that I picked up at Salt Supply. Okay, great tip from Sean, Less Lethal for Dummies. Like half the price, for assault supply quick puncture, and they seem to work just fine on not only on the X-68, but I'm running one right now on my Intrabuster Gen 2, and it's half the price. So if you're looking for a new quick puncture, try Salt Supply. They're like 20 bucks a piece instead of paying 40. They do the trick. Yeah, so we're good to go here. I'm going to go ahead and, on this test, the last test I did, I was using my 800, right? My 850, soft 850 is really more like an 800. We're gonna do this test with 1100 psi high pressure air. I have this 9CI tank. It's actually a strong 11. It's probably a little over that. Last time I measured it, or last time I put it on a gauge, it was saying, I think 1125. So we're pretty much up to about 3,000 capacity on that tank. It's got the built-in slide check. This is actually one of the tanks I got from AR Tactical. So let's go ahead and air this baby up. Check it for leaks. And if we are leak free, then we are going to go ahead and we're going to send some 10-gram Joules downrange into that target trap and see what kind of feet per second we can develop with this additional expansion and the 14-inch barrel Reaper suppressor and on 1100 psi. And we're going to be using the ADN drum mag. So let me get that ready. So we have the drum magazine that I picked up over at ADN Paintball. Okay, this has been working really good. I got 18 of the 10-gram Joules loaded up in this, and the 10-gram Joules are a 6.84 size ammunition. Okay, all right. Everything looks good. Let's air her up on 1100. There we go. It always fools with me because with this additional expansion, you can hear it. It like takes a little while to fill everything up. You know, so for the first like second or so, I start thinking, I got a leak or something. But then it quiets right up. So it's just filling this in. This is a lot of expansion in here. All right. Leak free. I'm not hearing nothing. That new quick puncture is working pretty good too. So let's put her down carefully. I'll get her all banged up. And let's go ahead and put some ear protection in because this thing is a bell ringer. It will ring your ears. So anyways, hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Having fun out there. All right. So we're going to shoot off, just for this test, because we're just going to shoot off probably 6 rounds or so, I think. See what we get on this test, because there's actually another test I want to run too. So I think we're only going to do 6 anyways. We'll see how it goes. All right. And again, hopefully that cranny works. If not, I'll fall back on the X radar. But if this works, I'll just be calling out the feet per second like I usually do. Put the green laser on. All right, 1100 psi, 10-gram ammo with the additional expansion chamber, expansion mod on here. 14-inch barrel. And see if I can bring that cranny back. I want to keep shooting this thing. All right, 10-gram ammo, 1100 psi, strong 1100. Additional expansion, 10-gram ammo. Already said that. 14-inch barrel. Shot 1. (523.5 feet per second). 523.5. Shot 2. 525.9 feet per second. Shot 3. 541.8 feet per second. Shot 4. 534 feet per second. Shot 5. 530.6. Shot 6. 518 feet per second. Yeah, that was good and strong. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to put some good numbers up for that. Over 500 feet per second. No complaints there. Pushing 10 gram ammo. I'm thinking that's going to be mighty nice. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I just wanted to get some data on about 6 of these. I had a viewer of mine that was kind of excited after I did the 800 PSI test and was kind of hoping I'd do 1100. So that's actually probably about 11, definitely 1100, but really it's probably more around like 1125 because this is my stronger tank. So yeah, come on out of there. There he goes. All right, there he goes as I go chasing it. Yeah, so I'm going to be, that's pretty much it for this test. What I think I'm going to do is reconfigure this back down to a little shorter carbine. Back down to the 7-inch, I think, with the Reaper suppressor. And then I got something special that I kind of reworked. Got myself a new carbon fiber 4500 tank for my Hubin power stock. And I had been using a thicker, heavier 4500 PSI rated all aluminum tank, but it was pretty heavy, you know. So I had a little bit extra in my budget. So I decided, let me pick up and spend a little extra money and get one of those carbon fiber tanks, carbon fiber wrapped, and it's quite a bit lighter. So I have that on there, and stay tuned for the video on that one. So we'll be, it's only 800 PSI, but it should, you know, it should run really good. You know, it should give me a real high shot count too. So I got that baby pumped up to about 4,000 right now. So stay tuned for more less lethal content. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a great Sunday. Peace out.